And good evening. Welcome out here to Albany High School as we get set here for high school football action tonight. Week number 9 of the high school football season and the last week of the regular season. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis. We'll be joined along by our cameraman and color commentator tonight, Brett Williams. And tonight, a GRC West matchup. It's a matchup tonight between the Warriors of Albany, coming with a record of 3-5, 0-4 in the GRC West. They'll take on a Pattonsburg Panther team that comes in with a record of 3-5, also 0-4 in the GRC West. Again, Brett, taking a look at both these teams, it looks like it should be a fairly even one between these two teams. Biggest thing is, though, Warriors have a little bit of trouble in the defensive backfield, and that could be a problem tonight with Pattonsburg, as their biggest thing is they like to try and pass the ball.
Yeah, this Pattonsburg team definitely has a lot of playmakers, and Albany, you know, all week in practice they were hammering the fact home that they had to defend that pass, or else Pattonsburg's going to walk in here and beat them in the last week of the season right before districts, and that's not what Albany wants.
And, you know, last year it was Albany went into Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg was expected to win that game. Albany gave them a real walloping there that last game of the season at Pattonsburg. You know, Pattonsburg has that little bit of sour taste in their mouth, maybe kind of wanting to come in here to Albany and do the same thing here to the Warriors tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They probably had that on their minds. Last time they played Albany was definitely the underdogs going into it, and Albany went in there and kind of stomped them just a little bit. So Pattonsburg's going to be looking to try to do the same thing here in Albany.
Again, like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, agents Tony Nelson in Bethany and Tammy Wynn Siddons of Albany. Schultz Convenience Store of Albany. The Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential of Albany. Mosaic Medical Center Albany. Northwest Cell. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center of Albany. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany and Stamper Hauling in Albany. The City of Albany and the Albany Booster Club, as well as the Albany and Pattonsburg school districts. Printery and New Shop are located in Albany, and Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North, located in Albany. Again, you're listening to the BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Remember that your pregame brought to you by BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. We're going to have a chat with the head coach of the Warriors, and Doug Fountain, a part of our BTC Bank pregame. It's coming up for you here in just a moment on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany, or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today. And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame show. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. And Coach, last week you lost to a good King City team, 62-14. What do you feel your team did well last week?
Well, first of all, a lot of credit to King City. You know, they're legit, as we knew they would be. You know, on the same hand, though, I thought our kids did some things really well, mostly in the first half. had a nice game plan that they came out and executed. First drive went down the field and scored and took the lead. It just so happens that what we do best matches up with what they do best defensively, yes. And so we were able to execute for a while, and then their strength took over, and we're able to get some stops on us and start bottling it up, and we got a little bit less and a little bit less, until maybe the fourth quarter or so. But I thought we came out well on the offensive side. Defensively, they have so much speed and so much explosiveness. When you play a team like that, you really, even if they get something on you, you need to make them snap it again and not give up the big shots. And, at points we were able to do that in the first half. They did get a couple big plays. They put it in the end zone. But we were able to control the ball a little bit enough to help our defense. And, we dropped a ball in the end zone there, gave up a special team score, and we were down 2 scores at halftime. And so, you can always play the if and but game. Reality is what it is. But, I thought our kids came out and put themselves in position to be in a good competitive game. And then in the second half, they took control and their speed took control. And we didn't play as well in the second half as we did in the first half. And so the score stretched out. But, I think our kids showed themselves that they can compete with a top-level team and do some things. And that's the stuff you need to see towards the end of the season as you get into the end of the regular season and into the postseason.
And you kind of talked about it a little bit about last week. You guys were able to keep the game close, but again, your opponent kind of let past couple weeks come out in the third quarter, and that's kind of where your team starts to falter and they start to pull away. Why do you feel your team is faltering kind of a little bit after halftime?
Each week is different. Mm-hmm. If you want to talk about last week, we were able to keep some. I think really the thing that hurt us is we weren't able to move the ball in the third quarter like we needed to. And so then when you're playing a lot more defense and you get a team with that much explosiveness, that many more opportunities, they're going to find where their opportunities are, and they took advantage of it. It's hard to make blanket statements all the time that cover everything you ever do. I think there's things we do real well. I think there's things we're continuing to get better at, and that's where we need to continue to go.
This week, again, you finish the regular season in conference play. You play a Pattonsburg team who likes to move the ball through the air. That's kind of been one of your weaknesses throughout the season. How have you guys practiced this week to try and slow the passing attack of the Panthers?
They've got a couple athletes that are real nice, very dangerous, and so, we've got to keep a lid on them. We've got to keep their quarterback contained. He's excellent at taking a play and extending it, or taking a broken play and making something positive happen. And so we've got to keep him corralled. And then, we've got to be sound in our pass defense, and that's knowing how to align, and that's having great technique and finishing plays.
And then with this being the final regular season game, your team needing to win and a Mountain City loss to ensure a home game next week, have you guys been working at all with the team saying, tonight starts – every game from here on out is a must-win?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it is. You want to continue to get better each week. And then once postseason hits, it's, it is win or go home. The way you play football doesn't necessarily change. If you were holding something back to when postseason started, you're probably hurting yourself, right? And so, you got to continue to get better each week. You got to get better every day in practice. You need to walk off the field on Friday nights better than when you walked on.
All right, thanks again, Coach, and best of luck tonight. We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame on Albany TV in just a moment.
Whether providing a service or selling a product, any successful business depends on its team. Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company has put together a team that takes care of their customers. From Tony the play caller, to Fred, Dylan, Tammy, and Marcy, the offensive specialist, to Suzette, the stats gal who keeps it all together in the office. You can depend on this team, whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, ranch, or hunting property. Wishing the best of luck to all area sports teams is the team from Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, serving Northwest Missouri. Online at nelsonsoldit.com.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for the national anthem prior to GRC West matchup between the Warriors and the Panthers tonight here on Albany TV. We will let public address announcer Derek Brown take it away here in just a moment from Albany.
Sports Complex in E.C. Smithfield for this Grand River Conference matchup between the Pattonsburg Panthers and your Albany Warriors. At this time, if you'd please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag at the south end of the stands for the playing of our national anthem by the Warrior Pride Marching Band. Now for the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, the offensive starters for the visiting Pattonsburg Panthers. On the line, number 3, Kyler Preston, 5'9", 175-pound junior. At tight end, number 6, Caden Locker, 5'11", 170-pound junior. At quarterback, number 9, Zane Reed, 6'2", 166-pound senior. At running back, number 10, Brody Langford, 5'10", 171-pound junior. On the line, number 34, Mason Weller, 5'11", 190-pound junior. At tight end, number 49, Dalton Sperry, 5'11", 180-pound sophomore. On the line, number 60, Joseph Courtney, 5'8", 165-pound senior. And at wide receiver, number 81, Sam Coyne, 6 foot, 171-pound junior. The Panthers are coached by Keaton Hawkins, assisted by Brandon Burkhead, Troy Malone, and Alan Koch. And now the defensive starters for your Albany Warriors. At defensive back, number 3, Jody King, 6 foot, 170-pound senior. At linebacker, number 7, Kemper Klein, 6'3", 180-pound junior. At defensive back, number 11, Nate Doolittle, 5'10", 140-pound senior. At linebacker, number 28, Quincy Stamper, 5'11", 170-pound senior. At defensive back, number 33, Ian Campbell, 5'10", 150-pound senior. On the line, number 52, Sam Miller, 5'10", 220-pound junior. On the line, number 64, Kirby Stevens, 6 foot, 220-pound senior. And at linebacker, number 75, Truman Runnels, 5'11", 210-pound junior. Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Glenn Hamilton, Jake Nichols, and Bobby Smith.
And again, those are your starters for tonight's matchup in the GRC West between Pattonsburg and Albany. We're back with the kickoff when we come back in a moment. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champs Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Smith's Insurance Agency. Call us for your financial needs. Protect your home, health, life, and car. Hometown service, best by far. Call Nick. Call Dave. At Smith Insurance Agency, call this number right away, 660-726-3396.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you. And welcome back out again here to Albany. And we've kind of talked about it a little bit already, Brett. Again, both these teams coming in very evenly matched. But again, it's a game where it's strength versus strength. Whose strength is better than the other team's weakness? And that's kind of how we're going to find out who's going to win this game. But, Brett, it should be a fun one here for the final week of the regular season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And this game might just come down to who can execute the game plan better. Both teams looking for their first win in district play. So they're going to be looking to both to get that first win. And like I said, whoever can execute better is probably going to come out on top.
And again, Warriors are playing to play at home next week. They have a shot to play at home next week if they win and a Mound City loss to Rockport tonight. We'll try and keep you updated on that Mound City Rockport game tonight. We'll also try and keep you updated on that game going on just north, as it's a matchup to see who will win the matchup in the GRC. Who comes away with the GRC West crown tonight? Is it going to be Stanberry or Worth County? Worth County right now the number 1 seed in District 4, followed right behind by East Atchison, who has a tough matchup themselves tonight as they take on a tough South Holt team in the 275 conference. So even though it's week number 9, a lot of stuff still to be decided tonight, and we'll hopefully know more by the end of our game tonight and definitely by tomorrow morning where everybody sits. But again, Brett, this is the fun of it. Week number 9, it's right now it almost is like me and Coach Fountain talked about during pregame. It's almost win or go home.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's good practice to get into that mindset of we got to win this game, because even though this is week 9, a lot of playoff implications are at play here. So Albany really wants to come out with a win. They're going to need a little bit of help, but if they win and they get a loss, they're going to be hosting a first-round playoff game. So a lot of implications still in play.
Warriors win the toss. They will elect to receive. They will move from right to left on your screen. Pattonsburg will move from left to right. Pattonsburg wears their road white uniforms with green lettering, white helmets, green pants. Albany wears their green on green uniforms with white letterings and white helmets. And we are about ready for kickoff tonight here from Albany. Remember, tonight's pregame was brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. So as we get set for this GRC West matchup, both teams coming even, 3-5 on the season, 0-4 in conference play. Kicking off here for the Panthers is going to be the senior Zane Reed, and returning the kickoff tonight for the Warriors is going to be the senior Nate Doolittle. He'll sit about his own 3-yard line. As we get started here tonight, it is a brisk October evening for some high school football. 54 degrees with a 7-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east. Little pooch kick. That is going to be recovered by the Warriors at their own 25-yard line. It's Ian Campbell who comes away with the recovery.
And we said before the game started that the key to this game may come down on who executes the game plan better. So Albany really wants to, obviously they're going to look to run the ball first. They're going to want to get it in the end zone this first drive to get some momentum swinging their way.
Taking a look at the starting offense tonight for the Warriors. On the line, it will be Truman Reynolds snapping the ball. Kirby Stevens and Sam Miller to his right and left. And we'll take a look here at the rest as Kyle Burke lines up at tight end, and the snap there to Kemper Klein underneath center. A quick penalty flag will fly, and it's going to be an encroachment penalty here against the Panthers. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. So take a look at the rest of the starters here on offense tonight for the Warriors. They lined up in a double tight set, so it was Ian Campbell, Cal Burke at the tight end spots. I formation, Klein underneath center. Stamper the down back, Jody King the up back. King gets the handoff, and he will take it forward for a gain of about 4 yards, and it will bring up a 2nd and 1 following the 4-yard pickup on the ground, and then the 5-yard penalty encroachment. Defense tonight here for the Panthers. It'll be Caden Locker in the defensive backfield along with Zane Reed. Brody Langford will line up as in the linebacker spot. Mason Weller on the line. Dalton Speary at linebacker. Joseph Courtney and Mason Clark also line up in the defensive backfield as a handoff is going to be kept by Quincy Stamper as a penalty flag flies in late. Stamper has enough for a Schultz first down, but it's going to depend on the penalty. And it's going to be a face mask here against Pattonsburg. And that will come from the yardage gained, as it's a 9-yard run that time by Quincy Stamper. And then the penalty on the face mask will put him all the way down to the Pattonsburg 32-yard line. And that is a Schultz first down. Remember, fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Klein pitches this one out here to Jody King on the near side. He gets across the corner. He'll be brought down as he steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They're going to call him back. He is down on the play. Zane Reed, Brody Langford, both there on the stop there for the Panthers. But another pickup of 12 yards gives the Warriors another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store to keep your car and body moving like the Warriors keep this drive moving.
Yeah, Albany's moving down the field quick here. They need to keep that offensive consistency going, though, because last week they did the same thing, drove right down the field, and then didn't score again until the 4th quarter. So got to keep that consistency up.
And that's been one of the things Coach Fountain has been preaching all season is consistency. This one, a handoff to Quincy Stamper this time is the deep back. He'll push forward, continuing to turn his feet. And his momentum will be stopped. They're going to mark him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 7 brings up a 2nd and 3 here for the Warriors. I see that consistency has really been what Coach Fountain has been preaching for the past couple weeks. Warriors have some good plays defensively, and then they give up that one big play. But a lot of times that ends up in a score for the other team. And if you can limit that, you can really keep the game close. And it's just got to be consistent both offensively and defensively. This time, a handoff to the down back in Stamper. He'll push forward just shy of the 5-yard line down to the 6. It'll be a 6-yard pickup. And that's going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your car and body moving by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany.
Another thing about those big plays, Pattonsburg is very prone to giving those big plays. They love to throw the ball down the field, so Albany's got to execute on defense better than they have the early in the season.
And this one, a handoff to Jody King, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. 2 minutes here into the ball game. Jody King rushes it in 6 yards away, and the Warriors get on the board here early again. This as they score from 6 yards away. And remember, you can score 2 when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. High formation again here for the Warriors as they go for the 2-point conversion. Looking to pass, jumping, throwing in the end zone. It is going to be caught. 2-point conversion good. And it's Kyle Burke who comes away with the 2-point conversion. Warriors lead 8-0. 2 minutes gone here in the ball game. 10 minutes remain here in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay and limited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as the Warriors take an 8-0 lead. On to kick off will be Xavier Darenfelt. Back to return the kick here for the Panthers is going to be Sam Coyne and Brody Langford. Langford, Coyne each at about their 10-yard line. This is a deep kick, but it will be Langford that'll catch it about his own 5-yard line. He'll rush forward, get wrapped up, stays on his feet before he's finally shoved out of bounds on about the Pattonsburg 17-yard line. It looked like Jody King there on the stop that time for the Warriors.
And we'll see how the Warrior defense does here. The past two games against King City, North Andrew, they've had really good running attacks, and sometimes they weren't really expecting a pass. Here they'll be ready for the pass because that's what Pattonsburg does. So we'll see how their defense does when they're expecting a pass.
One of the things, Zane Reed underneath center in the I formation will hand this one off. And picking up no yards there on the play is going to be the running back, Brody Langford. As Kirby Stevens there on the stop that time for the Warriors. Take a look here at the starting offense tonight for Pattonsburg on the line. It'll be Kyler Peterson, Mason Weller, and Joe Courtney at the tight end, Dalton Speary. As this one going to be a handoff to the down back. And again, picking up no yardage there on the play is Sam Coyne. Actually going to give him forward progress of about 1.5 yards. And it will bring up now a third and about 7-8 yards. One of the things with Pattonsburg is they do like to pass the ball, but also watch out for their quarterback in Zane Reed. If he can squirt out of the backfield, he has the potential to take off and run for a long time. He's rolling out, throwing, looking downfield for Coyne, and that one goes through his hands, incomplete, and the Warriors pick up a big third down stop.
And Albany's probably going to have to get another stop here. I doubt Pattonsburg punts.
That was one of the things last year. I do not believe that Pattonsburg punted in the entire game, but it does look like Zane Reed is going to drift back. But if you're the Warriors, you have to watch out when your punter's also a quarterback.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Warriors drop nobody back. It is going to be a punt here by Reed. It is going to bounce at the 30 and continue to roll down inside the Warrior 15, down to the Warrior 13-yard line. And that is where the Warriors will start their next drive. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Prudential Services and David Smith today at 660-3396.
So Albany's got a chance here to extend this 8-point lead they have. They need to take advantage of it because, like we said, Pattonsburg can put points up on the board quick. They've got some playmakers, so they've got to take advantage of this opportunity they have.
And it's a time to go out and put up a statement and take advantage and really take control of this game, as this one's going to be a handoff to Xavier Darenfeld as he rushes this one across the 15 down to the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 as Sam Coyne picks up the tackle for the Panthers. I said if the Warriors could come out and pick up a another score here. Not only do they take control of the game, they set the momentum, and they really kind of prove to Pattonsburg, okay, we've got the lead. Now you have to try and play with us rather than Albany trying to play with Pattonsburg like they've done the past couple of weeks. This one is going to be a handoff again to Darrenfeld. He'll break loose. He's across the 40, 30, 20, 15, and he's going to be caught from behind by Brody Langfit as Darrenfeld takes it inside the 10-yard line down to the 8.
That's a big run there for Darrenfeld. You said Albany was going to have to make Pattonsburg play with them. It's going to put pressure on Pattonsburg to start putting up points quick or risk falling out of the game. So what a great play there by Darrenfeld and the O-line to open up that huge hole for him.
Yes, and a 55-yard carry that time by Darrenfeld. 7:45 still left to play in the first quarter. Warriors lead 8-0. By the way, that was also an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Again, Klein in the shotgun. This time, hands it off to Doolittle, rushes it up the middle. Doolittle gets into the end zone for a Warrior touchdown. 8 yards away, and Albany takes a 14-0 lead.
A quick one, too. That's what you love to see. Albany get on the board quick and get out running.
And remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 7:33 left to play here in the first quarter. Warriors going for the 2-point conversion. They lead 14-0. Fakes the handoff to Darrenfeld, rolls out, looking for the back of the end zone, and it's going to be thrown too high. Intended that time for the tight end in Kyle Burke. So the Warriors take a 14-0 lead here in this first quarter, and 7:33 left. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. Warriors with a 14-0 lead here over Pattonsburg. Xavier Darrenfeld, who set up that last touchdown with a 55-yard run, is ready to kick off here for the Warriors. Coyne and Langfit both back at about their own 10-yard line. This one going to go over their head into the end zone. Touchback Warriors. And now Pattonsburg will start on their own 15-yard line.
And if Albany can get another quick stop here and maybe get back into the end zone for a third time, they're going to be looking really good here early in the game. 2 quick scores is what you love to see after last week where they got into the end zone in that first drive and then couldn't find it again until the fourth quarter.
So in the shotgun here is Reed. Coyne in motion. Handoff to Langfit. He's going to try and bounce it outside, but he's going to be wrapped up and thrown down in the backfield. And it will be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Truman Runnels, Garrett Clare there on the stop there for the Warriors.
Pattonsburg so far has tried to run the ball on 3 plays, and I think the biggest game they've got was just 1
2 yards.
2 yards. So Albany's doing a great job here early in the game, but like we've been saying all year, it's about the consistency. You got to do that consistently over the course of a whole game.
So again, Reed will take the snap. Looking to pass. Here comes pressure from Darrenfeld. Still trying to roll away. Throwing down the sideline in front of the Albany bench. Still waiting. And they are going to say it is completed. Here to Dalton Sperry along the near sideline. Down to the 28-yard line.
That was a great grab by Sperry. He had to do a little bit of some toe touch on there, out on the sideline. Great grab.
17-yard pickup gives Pattonsburg now a 1st and 10. I formation here. Coyne the down back. Langfit the up back. Langfit will get the handoff, trying to bounce it outside. Gets wrapped up in the backfield, then gets out of the tackle, now trying to spin it across field, and he is going to be taken down. They're in on the stop that time for the Warriors, Porter Davis, but a penalty flag in the backfield as well. And it's going to be here against Pattonsburg. Be a block in the back here against the Panthers. The penalty is going to be declined. The Warriors will take the result of the play, which is going to be a loss of 4 yards. So it will bring up now a 2nd and 14 here for Pattonsburg.
And that one didn't end up pushing it back anymore because already declined it. Pattonsburg has 3 quick penalties here in the first quarter. They got to limit that if they want to win this game.
Looking again to pass as Reed again has to roam around. He's being chased down by Darrenfeld. Looking deep, nobody home. Out of the pocket, a receiver somewhat in the area, so no intentional grounding call. As the pass falls incomplete, it'll bring up now a 3rd and 14. 6:16 left to play in the first. Albany with a 14-0 lead. Taking a look here at the starting defense for the Warriors. Jody King, Kemper Klein, Nate Doolittle, Quincy Stamper, Ian Campbell, Sam Miller, Kirby Stevens, and Truman Runnels get the start tonight. A quick pass out here to Langford. He'll get wrapped up and thrown down. Picks up just a yard on the play. As again, they're in on the stop. Porter Davis, Truman Runnels. So Porter Davis, who was out last week after getting injured against North Andrew a couple of weeks ago, comes up with a couple of big tackles here on this drive. Again, it'll be Reed set to punt off. Nobody back for the Warriors. Darrenfeld comes, and Reed just able to run away and get it off, and it is going to be caught here by Kyle Burke, and he will go down, and the Warriors will have football on Pattonsburg's side of the field at the Pattonsburg 34-yard line. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
And with that pressure, Reed really couldn't. He had to kind of run away from Darrenfeld there a little bit before he could punt it, and it resulted in not a very good punt. So Albany's going to have some great field position here starting out this drive.
Yes, Darrenfeld, Stamper both have had good pressure the past 2 drives on defense to get Reed out of the pocket, or in that case, out of the back, so the punt can't be set off cleanly. This one going to be a handoff. Quincy Stamper trying to break it to the outside, carries a defender across the 25-yard line down to the 24, and that is going to be another 11-yard pickup for the Warriors, and that will be another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors keep this drive moving. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They lead 14-0. 5:20 left to play here in this opening quarter. Truman Runnels will get ready to snap the football. Porter Davis lines up wide to the right. Jody King to the right of his quarterback. Stamper in the backfield. And it's going to be a pitch out to Stamper. He'll catch it on the run. And welcome back out again here to Albany. Sorry about that. Lost some momentary power, but we look to be back up and running again. And during that time, Albany turned the ball over. Pattonsburg now with the football. They have a 3rd and 10 here on the 15-yard line. And a timeout is going to be called here by the Warriors of Petty John Auto Center. Timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online, pettyjohnauto.com. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany is the premier event center in northwest Missouri. With its scenic views, East Fork Lodge and Ranch makes for the ultimate spot to host corporate events, reunions, or any other event that you have planned. For weddings and anniversaries, the Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, with its rustic elegance, has everything you need to make your special day memorable. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com for more information on the Legacy Event Center or East Fork Lodge and Ranch.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Again, I apologize. We had a little bit of audio problems there, but we are now back up and running. And again, coming out of this Petty John Auto Center timeout, it'll be a 3rd and 10 here for Pattonsburg from their own 15-yard line following an Albany turnover. I believe it was an interception by Pattonsburg in the end zone. That gave it a touchback here to the Panthers. So again, Reed will be looking to pass. He'll take the snap from in the shotgun. Coyne in motion. It's a flip to Coyne. He'll look to pass. Wide receiver pass, and it's going to be caught. And it's Caden Locker, the junior, who comes away with the pass just in front of the 30-yard line down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13 on the play.
Yeah, we talked about it, Pattonsburg. They got playmakers on this team. They like to do a lot of those trick plays and stuff, so Albany's got to be ready for that.
2 receivers lined up wide to the right. And just to the left of his quarterback is going to be Brody Langfit. Coyne again in motion. He'll get it this time on a wide receiver reverse. And he will be thrown down after picking up short yardage. Ian Campbell there on the stop. As it's going to be a gain of 3, brings up a 2nd and 7. So a 2nd and 7 here for the Panthers. In motion again is Coyne. Handoff this time to Langfit. And he will get positive yardage right back to the line of scrimmage. As Truman Runnels, Ian Campbell both there on the stop there for the Warriors. So 3rd and 7 facing Pattonsburg here from their own 32-yard line. 2:20 left to play here in the first quarter. 14-0, Albany with the lead. Reed takes the snap. Looking to pass. Here comes pressure. Trying to get to the outside. And he'll break free as he'll bring it across midfield, and he'll duck out of bounds just inside the Albany 35 down to the 34-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 15 on the play by the quarterback in Zane Reed.
And Pattonsburg hasn't had much success running the ball there. Big gains come off passes and runs by Zane Reed. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep trying to go to it or if they'll if they abandon it.
And a flag at the snap of the football. And looking like this one is going to be a false start against the Panthers, and it will. Remember, don't be penalized from the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance Agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536.
Yeah, that's another penalty that's going to hurt Pattonsburg. They had some penalties on defense, and it allowed the Warriors to get some extra yards, and now they're having some false starts, and it's pushing them back. So they got to really cut that out.
4th penalty against Pattonsburg here in this first quarter. Warriors have yet to be penalized. As this one going to be handed off to Langfit, and he'll fall backwards as he ran into a mound of Pattonsburg Panther players as the Warriors drove the offensive line back, and it will be a loss of 2 yards on the play. Brings up now a 2nd and 17.
Yeah, the Warriors are really winning that battle at the line of scrimmage. Pattonsburg's not having any success to this point running the ball.
And again, looking to pass is Reed. Trying to roll out, but he's kept in front. He's going to be wrapped up, and it's going to be throwing him down, Quincy Stamper, but I believe a face mask penalty coming away here against the Warriors. And Stamper knows it as well, so it is going to be a face mask against the Warriors. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536.
And that's kind of a break from Pattonsburg because Zane Reed made that sack a lot worse than it could have been, but with the face mask, it's going to help him out just a little bit.
I said it was a big loss on the play, and since that is a spot foul, Pattonsburg will have the football second and long from their own 25-yard line. They need the Warrior 24 for a first down. So again, snapping the football, Reed looking to pass, looking down the sideline for Locker, and it's going to be thrown over his head, incomplete. They're in on coverage that time, Jody King.
And Locker had a few feet of separation there from Jody King. That was just a little bit overthrown.
Again, prior to that penalty, we forgot to tell you that was Quincy Stamper's high V sack, as the penalty declined again this time against Pattonsburg. That is now 5 penalties here against the Panthers, just 1 against the Warriors. Third and long here for the Panthers. Truman Runnels comes on a blitz, and he can't get away from Reed, but a penalty flag down in the offensive backfield. Reed on the run, makes it across midfield, stays on his feet and inbounds. He'll be thrown down at the Albany 30-yard line by Nate Doolittle, but a holding in the backfield is going to be called against the Pattonsburg Panthers. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536.
That's kind of been the theme of this first quarter so far. Pattonsburg is not doing themselves any favors whatsoever. That was their biggest play of the game, and it's going to be called back because of a holding.
So with this holding, again, a spot foul. It happened 8 yards from the spot, and they're going to have to snap the football now at their own 70-yard line.
I mean, they're going to need to draw up quite the play here to get this first down.
It will be a third and more than half the football field. 3rd and 52. Reed looking deep, looking for Coyne. And Coyne catches it just in front of midfield. And they're going to put him down at the 40-yard line again. That is going to be a 28-yard pass, and will make it a 4th and manageable. But again, this 4th and manageable is really about a 4th and 16.
Yeah, they're still not even back to the original line of scrimmage of where they had their 1st and 10, even with that big play.
15 seconds left here in the opening quarter, 14-0, Warriors with the lead. Reed will take the snap, looking to pass. Here again comes pressure from the Warriors. And again, another penalty flag will fly. And Reed on his feet, continuing to run, but it's going to be all for naught as he will go out of bounds inside the Warrior 20 down to the Warrior 19. But again, a holding penalty against Pattonsburg will push him back. Remember, don't be penalized from the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. And that is going to be the final play here of the first quarter. But again, the penalty flag occurred at the Pattonsburg 30-yard line. It'll push him back to the Pattonsburg 20. And that will be the end of the first quarter. And we will come back to take a look at the start of the second when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades. Stamper Hauling of Albany offers professional, reliable, dedicated, expedited deliveries, the long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-time delivery. Stephen Stamper of Stamper Hauling features over 20 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Stephen at 816-244-3196 or by email at stamperhauling@gmail.com for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri.
Actually, we take it back. Instead of the end of the first quarter was a timeout by the Panthers. Remember, during that timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. So again, on to punt now here is going to be Zane Reed. Last time Warriors were able to get there and got it off his foot. This one will bounce, and it will just make it past a first down and inside the Warrior 20, down to it looks to be the Warrior 18-yard line. And that will do it now for the end of the first quarter. We'll be back to start the second in just a moment.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of Northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
A couple of updates on a couple of other key games in 8-man football tonight. Mound City leads over Rockport at the start of the second quarter, 14-12. And then it was Worth County who leads 22-0 over Stanberry. That's with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. East Atchison leads 14-0 over Platte Valley at the end of one quarter of play. Albany will take the snap. I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Nate Doolittle. Tries to cut it inside. Now back outside. Stays on his feet. He's across midfield, and he'll be down to the Panther 36-yard line. And it will be a 27-yard run that time for Nate Doolittle, enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your car and body moving just like the Warriors are keeping their drive moving by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. 14-0 Warriors here at the start of this second quarter. Klein underneath center. He'll roll out. He's got some room here on the near sideline. And he is going to be tackled by Coyne just shy of the 25-yard line here. And that is going to be right at the first down yard marker. They're going to put him down at the 25. And that is going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can keep your car and body moving by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany and try out some of their delicious Champs Chicken. 30 seconds here into the second quarter of play. Handoff. And this one's going to go to Darren Felt. He'll run through a tackler, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors 25 yards away for Xavier Darrenfeld.
And Albany, to this point, is winning that battle at the line of scrimmage on defense. They're getting in the backfield on offense. They're pushing back that Pattonsburg D-line several yards and just allowing their runners to just run in open space.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your own United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion. And again, it's going to go to Darrenfeld. He'll waltz his way in, gets in, 20-0. It's a Warrior lead here with, 22-0 Warrior lead, 11:20 left to play in the second quarter. Back with more in a moment.
The Pattonsburg R2 School District is overjoyed with the accomplishments of the Pattonsburg students. The board, teachers, staff, and Pattonsburg community members know that the hard work and determination that the students of the Pattonsburg School District put into their studies and extracurricular activities will serve them well in the future.
Pattonsburg School District is a proud supporter of their Panthers. And remember, it's always a great day to be a Panther.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as Albany scores again, this time on a 25-yard touchdown run by Xavier Darrenfelt. Warriors now with a 22-0 lead. Darrenfelt ready to kick off again here for the Warriors. And back again to return the kick here for the Panthers, Langfit and Sam Coyne. Again, a nice-sized crowd out here tonight for the final home game of the season for the Warriors in the regular season. This one will get in the end zone for a touchback, and Pattonsburg will start on their own 15-yard line. Again, make sure to stick around for our Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight. We will have a chat here on Albany TV with the members of B&G in the morning. I know I get to talk to one quite a bit here during fall sports as Brett Williams, the B&G in the morning, as this one going to be handed off, and Coyne not going to get much there on the opening carry as he will lose a yard there on the play. So also during our Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight, we will be showing the video tonight of the Little Albany cheerleaders as they will be performing kindergarten through 5th grade. About 65 many cheerleaders will be out there tonight for the Warriors. And this one going to be a handoff to Langford on the wide receiver reverse. He's going to be run down by Darrenfelt as he's thrown out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Actually, to mark him down at the 21, it'll be a gain of 70 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Maybe right there trying some different types of runs, because right now they're trying to run up the middle and it's just not working there. They went to it for an outside run, and they're going to have to be winning that battle at the line of scrimmage to be able to get some rushing yards.
Maybe see a little bit more motion as this time they put Coyne in motion. It'll be a handoff to him, and again he's going to be hit initially by Darrenfelt, who makes him change direction, and then there to take him down is Kirby Stevens. And that will push him back inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. It'll be a loss of 2 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th and 6. And another timeout going to be called here by the Panthers. Remember, during this Petty John Auto Center timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. 22-0 Albany with the lead. We're back with more in a moment.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
Whether providing a service or selling a product, any successful business depends.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. 22-0. The Warriors with the lead here. And it's a 4th and 6 facing Pattonsburg with 10:15 left to play in the second quarter. Reed in the shotgun takes the snap. Looking to pass. Here now comes the Warrior pressure. It's Garrett Clare, and he's going to throw him down. Nobody stays on his feet, does Reed in the end zone. Now Darrenfelt comes in, and he'll throw him down. And it's going to be a safety for the Warriors. And it's also a Hy-Vee sack. Fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your local Albany Hy-Vee. So a safety there goes to the way of Xavier Darrenfelt. Garrett Clare also with some good pressure. Now Pattonsburg will have to kick the ball over to Albany as they take a 24-0 lead here with 10:02 still to play here in this opening half.
And Albany's defense has came in and really made a statement. Pattonsburg's offense just cannot get anything going against them. Zane Reed just running all over the place. And right there, he got sacked in his own end zone for a safety, so Albany's going to get the ball back, have a chance to extend this lead.
I know you're talking a lot about the defensive line so far really getting the line play for the Warriors really showing the weakness of the Pattonsburg line, but also the defensive coverage for the Warriors is helping keep Pattonsburg away and able to come away with more stops and be able to get into the backfield because the defensive coverage is so well, there's nobody to throw it to.
Yeah, Reed's running around trying to find somebody. He just has no one to throw to. So, yeah, credit to the D-line, but also credit to the secondary as well. They're doing a great job, just as good as the D-line.
Reed will set to kick off from his own 15-yard line following the safety. Nate Doolittle inside his own 20 and his own 18-yard line. Deep kick is going to bounce at the 25-yard line, picked up by Doolittle on a bounce on his own 23. He's across midfield, and he is going to be inside Pattonsburg territory before he's finally thrown down at the Pattonsburg 28-yard line. Zane Reed there on the stop that time for Pattonsburg. So not only do the Warriors get 2 points after the safety, they also get good field position off the kick return. So with 9:54 left to play in the second, 24-0 Warriors. And they will line up in an I formation here as Klein underneath center, Stamper the down back, King the up back. King will get the handoff. And he will be taken down shy of the 20-yard line. They're going to put him down at about the 23-yard line as Zane Reed comes in on the stop. It'll be a gain of 6 yards. So it'll be a 2nd and 4 upcoming here for Albany. 9:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Klein underneath center. Handoff this time goes to Stamperhill trying to bounce it to the outside, and he will be just shy of the goal line. He'll get pushed out inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line, and that is going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz IV. Remember, you can fuel your car or body by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. So they mark him down inside the 5, down at the 3-yard line. 9:12 left to play here in the second quarter. King the down back, Stamper the up back this time. And it's going to be a handoff to Stamper. He'll waltz in. It's a Stamper-scamper touchdown. 3 yards away as the Warriors take a 30-0 lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. So the Warriors will get set to go for the 2-point conversion here. 9:10 still left to play in the second quarter. And looking to pass is Klein. And not able to bring it in is Kyle Burke. 2-point conversion, no good. 30-0 Albany Warriors hold the lead. And still 9:10 left to play here in this second quarter of play. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, 30-0. The Warriors with the lead, 9:10 still left to play here in this opening half. Darren Felt will kick off from his own 30-yard line. Darren Felt length it back inside their own 10. This one will go over their head into the end zone for another Albany Warrior touchback. Pattonsburg will start on their own 15-yard line. So 30-0 here. Warriors with a quick lead. And so far, Brett, the consistent thing has been the Albany Warrior line over Pattonsburg's line, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, that's a great thing to see. Pattonsburg isn't one of the more talented teams, but Albany's doing great.
This time, keeping it himself is Reed, and he will be taken down as it looked like Quincy Stamper in on the stop. Also in on the stop looked to be Truman Runnels after an 8-yard pickup that time by Reed. So brings up a 2nd and 2 here for the Panthers. This time going to be a handoff to Langford. He's going to be wrapped up and thrown down. He actually stayed on his feet. Truman Runnels spun him around in the backfield. Langford got away, and Truman Runnels still able to bring him down along with other hosts of Warriors. No gain there on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 here for Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg's last first down came on a drive in which included 3 penalties, and they at one point faced a 3rd and 52.
Yeah, that's probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
This time again, going to keep it Reed. He'll break loose. He'll have enough for a first down before he's pushed out of bounds. Jody King on the stop. It'll be a gain of 4 yards. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the Pattonsburg 27-yard line. .7:53 left to play in the second quarter. Warriors lead 30-0. And another penalty flag will fly. Actually, I take that back. They're going to call a timeout here, and it's going to be a Warrior timeout. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online, pettyjohnauto.com. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 30-0. Warriors with the lead. 7:52 still left to play here in this second quarter. 1st and 10 here for the Panthers. Reed flips this one to Langford. It's going to be loose. Rolling around on the ground. It looks like Langford, though, able to come away with it. Jody King right there as well. But this is going to push Pattonsburg back a bit as they will be back inside their own 15-yard line, back to their own 14.
And that kind of continues the theme of Pattonsburg kind of shooting themselves in the foot just because the penalties and then that bad pitch, they've kind of hurt themselves a bit more than Albany's kind of just outplayed them. Albany's been playing good on defense, but Pattonsburg hasn't been doing themselves any favors whatsoever.
No, 14 yards lost there on that play. Brings up a 2nd and 24. In motion is Coyne. And again, looking for a wide receiver pass, and it's going to be tipped by Stamper and almost intercepted by the Warriors. Are they going to say he intercepts it? They're going to say it did hit the ground, as Kemper Klein trying to come in and say he caught it, but back judge says no, that hits the ground, so it'll be an incomplete pass. Again, Quincy Stamper gets his hands on it off the pass from Sam Coyne. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 24 here for the Panthers. 7 minutes left to play here in the opening half. And again, Reed facing pressure. He'll get wrapped up and thrown down at the 5-yard line. Truman Runnels finishes it. Quincy Stamper initiates it. And that's another Albany Hy-Vee sack. Fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your local Albany Hy-Vee.
And that was not good for Pattonsburg at all. I mean, as soon as Reed got the snap, there was 2 or 3 guys just right in his face, and he just had nowhere to go.
So it'll bring up now a 4th and 32, And this one will bounce and will not quite make it to where the first down yard marker was, as it'll be down at the Pattonsburg 36-yard line. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today, 660-726-3396. So it will be Albany football as they will have the football on Pattonsburg's side of the field at the Pattonsburg 36-yard line. They lead 30-0 with 6:18 still left to play here in the first half. Klein in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap from Runnels, and he'll pitch it out this time to Darrenfeld here on the near sideline. Stays on his feet, still on his feet as he crosses the 20-yard line, and he's going to step out at about the 18. And it will be an 18-yard pickup there on the play, and that is going to be another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, you can fuel your car or body by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. 6:09 left to play in the second quarter. Warriors with a 30-point advantage. Klein receives the snap, hands this one off to Darrenfeld, and he will be spun down. No yardage there on the play as Brody Langfitt comes away with a stop. Brings up now a 2nd and 10.
At this point in the game, that no gain is kind of a win for the Pattonsburg defense, because it had been a while since they held the Warriors to that short of a gain.
5:35 left to play in the second quarter. 10 seconds left here on the play clock as the Warriors get to the line. Porter Davis lines up wide to the right. And again, it's going to be an option here to Darrenfeld. He'll keep it inside. Now gets tripped up, and he'll be down at the 10-yard line, as he'll be just 2 yards shy. The first down yard marker brings up a 3rd and 2 after the 8-yard pickup there from Xavier Darrenfeld.
Darrenfeld hopped right back up, but he kind of
it looked like an awkward hit, yes.
Yeah, he landed pretty awkwardly there. I'm surprised he got up as quick as he did.
So again, a completely clean hit, just awkward the way that coin was able to come in and take out the feet of Darrenfeld. High formation again, Doolittle the up back. And Kyle Burke is going to jump offside here on the false start. Remember, don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. And remember, Kyle Burke getting the start tonight as the senior Garrett Phillips still out with an injury that he suffered last week against King City.
That's going to back up the Warriors a little bit, but they're in 4-down territory now with being this close to the field, so they don't have to get these 7 yards all in this play, or this close to the end zone, I mean.
3rd and 7 from their own, or from the Pattonsburg 15-yard line. Darrenfeld with the carry, and he'll just take it into the end zone on 3rd down for another Albany Warrior touchdown.
Yeah, why wait till 4th down if you can just run it in?
So a 15-yard carry there by Darrenfeld gives the Warriors 6 more points. They now lead 36-0. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson Real Estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion attempt upcoming here for the Warriors. 4:31 still left to play here in the opening half. Again, make sure to stay tuned for the Albany Hy-Vee halftime as we have a chat with Brett and Gavin from B&G in the morning as Doolittle takes this one in for the 2-point conversion. 38-0. Warriors with the lead. We're back with more in just a moment.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany, or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
Welcome back out to Albany as the Warriors hold a 38-0 lead. Warriors set to kick off. Darrenfeld will kick here for the Warriors. And back to return the kick again here is going to be Coyne and Langfit. Again, also during halftime, we will show you the mini cheerleaders tonight for the Warriors as Darren Felt's kick will make its way into the end zone for another touchback. So again, we will have our chat with B&G in the morning. We'll let you watch the Albany Little Cheerleaders as well as the Albany Warrior Pride Band perform all during your Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight here on Albany TV. So again, Pattonsburg will start deep in their own territory at their own 15-yard line following the touchback. In motion is Coyne. A bad snap. It's going to be handed off to Langford. He's trying to bounce it outside, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds. Porter Davis is there, and they're going to say he got back to the original line of scrimmage at the 15. So it'll bring up now a 2nd and 10 here for the Panthers. In this GRC West matchup, we'll try and give you some other scores here from Rockport and Worth County as well here. As this one going to be handed off to Langford. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield and thrown down. And again, it's Porter Davis with the stop. This time they're going to mark him down at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it will bring up now a 3rd and 14. So a score update for you. King City leads over St. Joseph Christian 32-0. That's a second quarter score. North Andrew leading over Southwest Livingston 20-0 at the end of the first. 28-0 Worth County over Stanberry in the second quarter. Looking to pass is Reed. Here comes pressure. And he throws this one, and it's going to fall incomplete. Brings up now a 4th and 14. As Darrenfeld again pressures the quarterback, Zane Reed. I take that back. I just said it was a 28-0 Worth County lead. There was actually a safety there by Schieber for Stanberry. It's now 28-2 Worth County with 11:11 left to play in the second quarter. Try and find you another update from Rockport here in just a moment as well. As Reed, low snap, gets this one off, and it will bounce and just gets over midfield, and it will be down at the Warrior 38-yard line. That is where the Warriors will start their next play at their own 38-yard line. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today, 660-726-3536. So the last update from Rockport, Mound City marched down the field after an interception. They score and lead 20-12 over Rockport with 2:58 remaining in the first half of that one. 3.5 left to play here in the second quarter. Klein looking. Here comes pressure. Looking to pass. Gets it to Jody King. And he is going to be thrown down after picking up just short yardage on the play. A 2-yard pickup brings up a 2nd and 8. So again, the Warriors need a victory tonight here for Pattonsburg and a Rockport win tonight over Mountain City if they would like to move into that 8 spot in the District 4 standings. If not, they will stay in the 9 spot. If they move into that 8 spot, they will play at home next week. Right now, Albany doing their job here against Pattonsburg. And it's going to be a quick pass out to Stamper. He catches it at midfield. He's got a couple of blockers. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18, and that's going to be enough for another Albany Warrior. Schultz first down. Remember, you can fuel your car and body by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. So 1st and 10, 2:41 still left to play here in this opening half. Klein takes the snap, looking to pass. Here comes pressure, looking down the near sideline. Porter Davis dives for it, but it's going to fall incomplete. And it will bring up now a 2nd and 10.
That pass was just a little bit out of Porter Davis's reach. Couldn't quite. He dove for it. It was still a little bit too far. Just a little bit overthrown there by Klein.
So 2:36 still left to play here in this opening half. 38-0. The Warriors hold the lead. Two receivers to the left. Ian Campbell, Jody King. Davis wide to the right. Stamper now motions towards the left. It's a bad snap. Klein has to dive on it. And it's going to be a loss here of about 70 yards on the play. Actually be a loss of 5 as they're going to mark him down at the 26-yard line as Dalton Sperry, the first Panther there.
Well, the snap didn't look that bad. It looked like it might have just bounced off Klein's hands there. I mean, he didn't have to move over at all, I don't think, for it. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit to his right. Couldn't quite get his hands over in time, maybe.
So 2:05 left to play here in the half. Klein again ready to snap, and this time he'll take off with it. He's up the middle, and he's going to break free as he'll bring it into the end zone for a Warrior touchdown. 26 yards away, Kemper Klein with the score. So a 26-yard touchdown run by Kemper Klein gives the Warriors now a 44-0 lead. Remember, you can score too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. So 1:56 still left to play here in the second quarter. Klein looking to pass. Here comes pressure from the Panthers. And sliding in the end zone, Ian Campbell for the two-point conversion, 46-0. The Warriors have the lead. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant at Albany has it all. Papa's is family-friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where it's a 46-0 Albany lead. As Xavier Darrenfelt will kick off from his own 30-yard line. This one gets into the end zone for a touchback. So again, a 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line here. As Pattonsburg will again start with it here with about 1:56 still left to play here in the half. And this one going to be handed off to Langford. He's going to be wrapped up, makes it back to the line of scrimmage, though. No yardage there on the play. Sam Miller originally there to break up the play. Both teams with one Petty John Auto Center timeout remaining here in the half. So again, I formation here for the Panthers. And it looks like a broken play. Reed nowhere to go with it, trying to run away in the backfield. And he is going to be wrapped up and thrown down. Xavier Darrenfelt there on the play. As Reed gets something out of nothing. Still loses on the play, but this time just 2 yards.
I don't know how many official yards Zane Reed has in this game, but he's ran on so many plays that were called back. And
I said it was really that one play where there was a penalty flag back at their own 30-yard line. He was across the Albany 20 and had to come back.
Yeah, I would love to know how many yards he's ran total this game.
And this is going to be a little quick pass out to the outside. And being brought down, it looked like Langford there on the pass. It's going to bring up about a 4th and 7 after the 5-yard pickup. So it'll be about a 4th and 7, 20 seconds left here on the game clock. But 22 seconds on the play clock, so that could be the final play here of the half. Pattonsburg does not have to run another play here. And it looks like they will choose not to. And that will take us to our Albany Hy-Vee halftime. Again, we'll have a chat with the Brett Williams and Gavin Schausch of B&G in the morning, all of a part of our halftime, while you guys enjoy watching the Albany Little Cheerleaders and the Albany Warrior Pride Band here during halftime. Actually, I take that back. Pattonsburg's going to call a timeout before we get to halftime with 1 second left here on the play clock. Remember, during this timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. So again, we'll have one more play before we get to our Albany Hy-Vee halftime. So with 1 second left, Pattonsburg has one final heave here to the end zone. But again, that could also work to their disadvantage if the Warriors are able to intercept it and run it back in for a touchdown. So Reed looking to pass. Here comes pressure from the Warriors. Reed gets away. No one to throw it to. He's going to take off, and he is going to slide down just as he passes the first down yard marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but that will do it for the first half. So after an 8-yard pickup there by Zane Reed, we will now get ready for our Albany Hy-Vee halftime. But it looks like the officials are going to talk about it here for a second. Not certain exactly what they're going to talk about here. Both teams on the sidelines here. And it will be halftime here. 46-0 Warriors with the halftime. We're back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime in just a moment.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Smith Insurance Agency. Call us for your financial needs. Protect your home, health, life, and car. Hometown service, best by far. Call Nick. Call Dave. At Smith Insurance Agency, call this number right away, 660-726-3396.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stayconnected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
And welcome back into the Albany Hy-Vee halftime, and we're here with the creators of B&G in the morning. It's Brett Williams, Gavin Schausch, and so Gavin, how did you guys come up with B&G in the morning?
Well, me and Gavin, we obviously when we went to school together, and we'd be sitting around sometimes in class and or wherever we're at. Sports was a general topic that we would always talk about, and now, talking about sports on podcasts or whatever, it's so easy just to start one from scratch. You can just do it. So we're just kind of doing what we like, and there's an audience for it. So we thought it'd be a great idea.
And I know you guys talk a little bit about everything. I know
as somebody who listens every week, I kind of know what everybody is bringing to the table. For the people who haven't listened to the podcast yet, what is your sports expertise, and which ones are the experts at each of them?
I would say Brett's better at baseball and probably a little bit more basketball. And then I think we're both about the same on football. I mean, I keep up with a lot of the 8-man stuff on Twitter and everything, so, I'm better at that, and we're both kind of the same at basketball, so.
Yeah, Gavin definitely, he's definitely more, he keeps up with 8-man a bit more than I do, and he, being a manager of the team, he has more of an inside scoop, I guess you'd call it, on certain things going on within the team. So I would say that he's definitely better at 8-man.
And then, how do you guys come up with the material that you guys use for each show?
Well, I have several apps that I have, and I get alerts and notifications all the time about stuff going on. And if I kind of just put everything down on a Google Doc that comes up, and then we get to where we record and we decide what's newsworthy, and we just talk about it. That's what we do in terms of like stories going on, and then obviously with NFL games going on, we keep track of the scores and everything. And so I would say that our main thing is I use Bleacher Report. That's where I get a lot of my alerts and stuff, and it basically covers everything that I would need in terms of like knowing. And they got a lot of articles that I read, and I get more of an in-depth look at it. So.
And then I know the past couple weeks you guys have been wanting to incorporate more and more things to the podcast. You guys have been interviewing some fellow athletes. I know you've done Kemper Klein from Albany, Sawyer McCallan from King City, Austin Schwayback from Stanberry, and then this last week you just got done doing Alex Reinhardt from Worth County. How do you guys get in touch with those players and approach them about coming on to the podcast?
Well, some of them have reached out to us and, talked about, hey, I love the podcast, man. And then, I just asked them, I'm like, hey, would you like to come on? Tell us a little bit about your football program and how you guys run things. And so, yeah, it kind of just works out. Snapchat them, let them know, and they give the number, and we just call them for an interview.
And now, as football season is starting to wind down, this being the last week of the regular season, what are your plans going into the future? I know, Gavin, you're getting ready to ramp up wrestling. Are you guys still going to try and put out a podcast each week? Or are you guys going to hit some wrestling, some high school basketball as well? What does the future for B&G in the Morning look like?
Well, I think we still want to put it out every week, even when Gavin is with doing his wrestling stuff. I think we'll have to be more flexible with his practices and everything. I think there's more of an audience for high school sports because a lot more people are more interested in that, with it being our area and people they know personally. So we definitely want to stick with the high school sports, with basketball and wrestling coming up in the winter, and then track and baseball in the spring. So we'll definitely keep up with the high school sports, I think, going forward, because I think that's probably our biggest, people enjoy that the most.
And then, so I know you guys end every show. Gavin, what are your top 3 pump-up songs before you do an interview?
I don't know. I don't listen to much music before I do an interview, but, I'm a big Kid Leroy fan, so I'll listen to anything by Kid Leroy before wrestling tournaments, so.
All right, and again, for the people who don't know how to find B&G in the Mornings podcast, how can they go about finding it?
Well, Spotify is probably the easiest. I post a link every single week on Facebook, and you can just click the link. It takes you right to it. And if Spotify doesn't work, you can download the Anchor app. Both of those are free. So just whatever you want to use. And like I said, both those apps are free. It costs you nothing to listen to it. So we definitely appreciate it. If you haven't listened to us before, just to give us a chance and give us a listen this upcoming week. We're going to preview the upcoming district tournament with that coming around for 8-man football and the playoffs. So it's definitely going to be a big episode as well, with the NBA getting into full swing and things like that. So definitely going to be a big episode to listen to.
All right. Again, Brett, Gavin, keep it up. It's been a fun listen every week. You're usually one of my rides while I'm out delivering trophies or something like that. So again, continue to keep up the good work, guys.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of your Albany Hy-Vee halftime as we check out the stats from the first half when we come back in a moment. As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany is the premier event center in Northwest Missouri. With its scenic views, East Fork Lodge and Ranch makes for the ultimate spot to host corporate events, reunions, or any other event that you have planned. For weddings and anniversaries, the Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, with its rustic elegance, has everything you need to make your special day memorable. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com for more information on the Legacy Event Center or East Fork Lodge and Ranch. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
And welcome back out to your Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight here on Albany TV. Remember, your halftime tonight here on Albany TV brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. So, Brett, taking a look here at the stats from the first half. It was Albany that really got the best of Pattonsburg as they lead here 46-0 here at the end of one half of play. And it really was a difference of the two lines, offensive line and the defensive line. The Warriors getting the best of the Pattonsburg offense and defensive line. This stat really jumps out at you here. 22 carries, 285 yards for the Warriors. 21 carries, -8 yards for Pattonsburg in that first half. So two really big numbers that jump out to you after that first half and shows you really what the Warrior offensive defensive line is doing to that Pattonsburg offensive defensive line.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We really drove the point home all of the first half that the Albany Warrior defensive and offensive lines were just doing way better than the Pattonsburg O&D line were. And, yeah, it was just night and day between the two teams. So, yeah, Albany kind of did whatever they wanted to offensive and defensively that first half. So, Pattonsburg's got a long way to go if they want to climb back into this game in the second half.
And taking a look here at the individual stats here for the Warriors, they were led by Xavier Darenfeld, 7 carries, 125 yards. Nate Doolittle has 3 carries for 59. Quincy Stamper, 5 carries for 41. And then it was Kemper Klein, 3 carries for 31 yards. Jody King, 4 carries for 28 yards. Kemper Klein, 3 for 4 through the air for 38 yards. Taking a look at Pattonsburg here, their leading back was Brody Langford. He had 11 carries but negative 13 yards in that first half. Followed by Zane Reed. He had 6 carries for just 3 yards. Sam Coyne, 4 carries for 2 yards, as they end up going 6 for 11 through the air for 72 yards there in that first half. So the Warriors able to keep Pattonsburg, again, unofficial stats here, underneath 100 yards of total offense there in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, Pattonsburg isn't one of the top-tier teams, but this is probably the best complete half that Albany's played all year. I mean, Albany, this was a winnable game for Albany, but I don't think that really that many people expected Albany to be up 46-0 at halftime. They're playing really, really well. Like I said, this is probably the best half they played, complete half all season long.
Yeah, 46-0, and it really it was just all Warriors there in that first half. Let's give you some other scoring updates here from around 8-man football. I know we're all keeping an eye on the GRC championship game going on just north of us, about 20 minutes. Worth County Stanberry, number 1 seed, number 5 seed in 8-man football, number 1 seed and currently number 3 seed in District 4. Right now, it is all Worth County with 0.6 seconds. Yes, they had 0.6 seconds left in the half when this was tweeted out last. 42-8, Worth County had a lead over Stanberry, and that was with Stanberry scoring right there before the final buzzer sounded on a 40-yard touchdown pass from Austin Schwayback to his brother Tyler. But again, 42-8, Worth County with the lead over Stanberry. At halftime, it was East Atchison that was leading over Platte Valley, a lot closer than what people might think. Again, East Atchison just knocked off Stanberry last week by a touchdown. Again, this also 2 teams vying for if Platte Valley wins, they will earn a share of the Highway 275 conference. Platte Valley trails East Atchison by a score of 14-20 at the half. So again, that's a very good football game going on right now over in Hopkins. Again, taking a look between Rockport and Mound City at the half. Mound City holding their part, trying to stay in that 6th spot in District 4. They hold a 20-12 lead over Rockport, which keeps, at the moment, Albany in that number 9 spot. Even with the win tonight, they were going to need some help. Rockport not able to help them so far, as Rockport trails to Mound City by 8 at the half. We're just about 2 or 3 minutes away from kickoff here. We're about 3.5 minutes away from kickoff. We'll be back to start the second half when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Stamper Hauling of Albany offers professional, reliable, dedicated, expedited deliveries to long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-time delivery. Steven Stamper of Stamper Hauling features over 20 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Steven at 816-244-3196 or by email at stamperhauling@gmail.com for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of Northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start second half action. 46-0. The Warriors hold the lead here over Pattonsburg as we get ready to start second half action in this GRC West matchup. Albany looking to move to 4 3-5 on the season and get their first win in GRC West action, and looking to move Pattonsburg to 3-6, as if with the loss tonight they would move to 0-5 in conference play. So we're just about a minute away from kickoff, and Brett, Albany needs to come out and do exactly what they've been doing here in the second half to ensure a win tonight. What would Pattonsburg need to do to come out and try and rectify what happened here in that first half?
Well, I think the biggest key for Pattonsburg is to just take things one play at a time. There's no 46-point play in football, so you just have to – they just got to take it one play at a time and slowly intro back into this game. And if Albany doesn't come out and if they kind of coast because they have this big lead, Pattonsburg's offense is talented enough and they can score quick enough, they can make this interesting.
And again, not quite at a running clock, so we probably will not see the second string in yet, but by the way it looks on the scoreboard, we will see some of those second-string players get some action here in the final regular season game. And again, those players might be people that you need to call on at least next year or in district play if there's injuries. So as we get set here for the second half kickoff, Darren Felt will be set to kick off. And again, Coyne as well as Brody Langfit back inside their own 10-yard line, back at their own 5. Darren Felt, all except for one of his kicks, have been touchbacks tonight. And that one is going to get into the end zone for another touchback here for the Warriors. So Pattonsburg again starts on their own 15-yard line. And Brett, we've talked about it the past couple games, how important that is for the Warriors, that they have a kicker that can consistently put the opposing team back down at their own 15-yard line without ever trying to return a kick.
Yeah, and it's been a big advantage for them, not just this game, but a whole season.
And this one's going to be handed off and losing about a yard there on the play is going to again be Brody Langfit, as Truman Runnels there in on the stop that time for the Warriors. So a 2nd and 11 here for the Panthers. Again, I formation. And Reed pitches this one out. Langfit first looks like he's going to pass, then runs forward and is going to be pushed out of bounds. And they're going to push him out. It looks like the 13-yard line. Actually going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, so no yards lost there on the play. And maybe that's a thing that Pattonsburg can do. Langfit kind of stopped acting like he was going to pass and was able to pick up a couple of yards, stalling the Warrior defense. Reed looking to pass. Here comes quick pressure. Looking to pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Jody King, the senior, comes away with the interception as he returns it to the Panther 19-yard line.
Yeah, and Zane Reed put that ball kind of in a bad spot. He put it on the inside towards the middle of the field. He kind of wanted to lead it to the outside shoulder of the receiver because that was right to Jody King.
So a 1st and 10 here for the Warriors inside the Panther 20-yard line. Klein, I formation underneath center. Hands this one off. Jody King, after picking up the interception, rushes forward for a gain of 6 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4 down to the 13-yard line. King had 4 carries, 28 yards in that first half, had 2 catches for 20 yards. Comes away with an interception and then immediately gets favor from Coach Fountain and picks up 6 yards on the first running play of the drive. And again, this time it's going to be kept here by Klein. He's going to be wrapped up, spun around, stays on his feet, and he's going to lose 2 yards there on the play, as Mason Weller, Dalton Speary, both there on the stop that time for Pattonsburg. That time, Klein keeps it on the option keeper. So brings up a 3rd and 6 now here for the Warriors from their own, or from the Pattonsburg 15-yard line. 46-0 Warriors lead, 9:35 left to play in the second quarter. Klein underneath center. Hand off to the downback. Quincy Stamper rushes forward across the 10-yard line and he's going to be close to a first down. It's going to depend here on the spot, and it is going to be enough for an Albany Warriors. Schultz first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Remember, you can fill your car or body by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 to keep you moving, just like the Warriors keep this drive moving. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line here for the Warriors. They already lead 46-0. 9 minutes still to play here in the second half. In the third quarter. This one pitched out to Jody King. Now he'll cut it back inside. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jody King. 9 yards away for a Warrior touchdown. So after getting the interception, Jody King puts the Warriors back on the board as he had 15 yards on the drive and gives the Warriors now a 52-0 lead. 2-point conversion upcoming I formation. Handoff goes to Stamper, and he'll Stamper into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. 54-0. Albany leads. 8:33 left to play here in the third quarter. We're back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
The Pattonsburg R2 School District is overjoyed with the accomplishments of the Pattonsburg students. The board, teachers, staff, and Pattonsburg community members know that the hard work and determination that the students of the Pattonsburg School District put into their studies and extracurricular activities will serve them well in the future. The Pattonsburg School District is a proud supporter of their Panthers, and remember, it's always a great day to be a Panther.
54-0. Albany has a lead here over Pattonsburg following the 9-yard touchdown run. That started by an interception, all by Jody King. Darrenfeld, deeps kick, gets into the end zone, touchback. So again, a touchback will give Pattonsburg the football here on the 15-yard line. So shotgun formation, Reed alone in the backfield. In motion here to Langfit. Quick pass, and it's going to be intercepted again here by the Warriors. And taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. As Kyle Burke returns it, but a penalty flag is down here on the play after the interception. So Burke returns it for a touchdown. But I believe a flag going to come here against the Warriors on a hold, but it's going to come after the interception, so it will be Warrior football. So Kyle Burke comes away with the interception. And instead of putting points on the board, though, the Warriors will have to take this next snap again from the Pattonsburg 20-yard line here. And Brett, we kind of talked about it a little bit during pregame. Pattonsburg might have wanted a little bit of revenge on what Albany did last year. Kim's almost comes in like they were scared, like they remembered what happened last year.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect them to have 0 points in the third quarter for sure. This is definitely just a great game played by Albany.
And this can be a quick pass out, caught by Xavier Darrenfeld. Runs through his intended tackler and Caden Locker as he's going to be taken down at about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 4-yard pickup on the play. And it will bring up now a 2nd and 6 from the Pattonsburg 16-yard line.
You mentioned that game last year. If I remember right, this game is kind of the same way with Albany. The pressure was just so good in that game last year, and they've been generating a lot of pressure in this game too.
And this one is going to be handed off to the senior Nate Doolittle. He'll rush across the 15-yard line, taken down at the 13. It'll be a gain of 3 yards, and it'll bring up now a 3rd and 3. So a 3rd and 3 upcoming here for the Warriors. 7:25 still left to play here in the third quarter. 54-0. The Warriors hold the lead here over Pattonsburg. And Warriors doing their part to try and earn a home game next week for opening round of districts. As this one going to be kept by Klein. He's going to bounce it outside. Rushes for the end zone. He'll reach out. He'll get in. And it's another Warrior touchdown from 13 yards away from the quarterback, Kemper Klein. So remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. So again, Warriors doing their part to ensure a home district game, but again, they needed help. And right now, Mountain City, who needed a loss to Rockport, was leading at last check by 8 at halftime. Klein underneath center, looking to pass. And this one's going to be thrown just out of the reach of the intended receiver, the tight end, Ian Campbell. It'll be a 60-0 lead here in favor of the Warriors with 7:04 left to play here in this third quarter when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
So again, Darren Felt set to kick off here for the Warriors, with the Warriors now leading by a score of 60-0. Darren Felt, deep kick, makes his way into the end zone. Another touchback here for the Warriors. And Pattonsburg again will start at their own 15-yard line. So Pattonsburg so far has run 4 plays here in this second half on 2 drives, and each drive is ended by way of interception. One by Jody King, one by Kyle Burke. Zane Reed again in the shotgun formation. To his left is Brody Langford. 2 receivers to the right, Coyne in motion. It'll be a pitch out to Coyne, and he is going to be wrapped up and taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it's Porter Davis there in the stop that time for the Warriors. So it'll bring up now a 2nd and 10 here for the Panthers. 6:45 left to play in the third quarter. Reed takes the snap. Here comes pressure. Immediately trying to roll out of the pocket. And he's going to throw this one away, and as it will be thrown towards the Albany bench intended receiver that time, Sam Coyne, when the actual intended receiver was somewhere in the stands, as Reed just throwing that one to save his life.
Yeah, I don't. This Warrior defensive line, they're in the backfield constantly. Zane Reed is. I don't know of a single play where he's been able to just stand in the pocket. He's been having to get out of the pocket on every single play.
Clock continues to run with running clock time underneath 6 minutes. Already halfway through this third quarter of play. And keeping it this time is Reed. And he is going to maybe pick up a half a yard on the play, as Garrett Clare and Darren Felt both there in on the stop that time for the Warriors. So it'll bring up about a 4th and long 9. Again, Reed back looking like he'll punt it. It bounces to him, gets it off, and it will bounce and bounces into Albany territory down at the Albany 28-yard line. So that is where the Warriors will start their next drive after the punt. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today, 660-726-3396. So Albany will have the football on their own 28-yard line. This is their third drive here of the half and the first time that they will actually take a snap on their side of the field.
Yeah.
Last 2 times have been at the 19 and 20-yard line of Pattonsburg. Sorry there, Brett.
No, that's okay. I was going to say that's kind of been the theme of the game is Albany being able to just get the ball wherever they want to.
And now Klein keeps it himself. He's across midfield, and he will take it down to the Pattonsburg 33-yard line.
With some good punt returns and turnovers on downs, it's just been constantly Albany's been starting off with the ball in Pattonsburg territory, it seems like.
And after that play, that is going to be enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember to fuel your car and body by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany. And again, Warriors will take another snap here in Pattonsburg territory. This one going to be a handoff. And Quincy Stamper takes it across the 20. He's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. And it will be a gain that time of 19 yards for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Remember, fuel your car or body by stopping at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany to keep you moving, just like the Warriors keep this drive moving. Underneath 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Warriors lead 16-0 and continue to drive here on the Panthers. I formation coming up for the Warriors. Stamper the down back. And looking to pass is Klein. He'll get it out to Stamper, and he will waltz his way into the end zone for another Scamper touchdown through the air this time from 15 yards away. So that will now put this at a 66-point Albany lead. 2-point conversion still to come. And this one handed off to Jody King as he puts it in. 68-0, 3:36 left to play here in the third quarter. And we're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
68-0 here for the Warriors as they lead over the Panthers of Pattonsburg. Darren Felt again set to kick off. And again makes its way into the end zone for a touchback. So again, it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line here for the Panthers. Again, starters still out there for both teams. But I assume it will not be much longer before the second strings come in for both. Reed will take the snap in the shotgun formation. And he'll immediately take off here to his right, and he will slip across the 15-yard line down to the 2. Jody King, the first Warrior there. So it'll bring up now a 2nd and 8. And Brett, that was probably about the first time the Panthers had open field in front of Zane Reed. Just a little bit of the dew came up and tripped him up, and he slipped and fell as he picks up just 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it looked like if he was able to get to the outside there, he had some space, but just slipped a little bit and fell.
This time I formation looking to pass. Reed, again, here comes pressure from the Warriors. Looking for the center of the field, and incomplete. Pass intended that time. Dalton Speary. And it will fall incomplete. Nate Doolittle there and on the coverage that time for the Warriors. So it brings up now a 3rd and 8. Clock continues to run inside. 2:35 left to play here in this third quarter. 68-0. Warriors with the lead. And here comes the pass. Reed rolling around, looking for somewhere to go. Turns away. Stamper just misses him in the end zone. Reed now looking just to run with it. He's across the 15, pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, and they're going to mark him down at the 17, the line of scrimmage. So no yards there again on the play, as Zane Reed, again, probably covered at least about 25 yards.
Yeah, he's been in that all game where he just has to. No one's open. The Albany defense has been doing really good of their pass coverage with that. So he's just been running around, and the D-line has been pressuring him, and he's just got nowhere to go.
A 4th and 8 upcoming here for Pattonsburg. Looks like they'll go for it here with 1:35 left to play in the second quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. In motion is Coyne. Reed looking, and that one goes through the hands of Coyne, incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Albany will have the football again, starting in Pattonsburg territory at the Pattonsburg 17-yard line. So it is a 68-0 lead here in favor of the Warriors with 1:05 and ticking here in this third quarter. Now underneath the minute as the Warriors will break huddle. Wide out to the left here is going to be Davis. Shotgun formation. A bad snap is able to get it off, though, to Darenfeld. He'll be tripped up at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7. Brings up now a 2nd and 3. So a 2nd and 3 now facing the Warriors. And they do not have to take another snap before the fourth quarter, and that will do it here for this third quarter of play. Warriors hold a 68-0 lead. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter. And with a 2nd and 3 from the 10-yard line here for the Warriors when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
The Printery in Albany can do all of your printing. They do business cards, envelopes, brochures, books, calendars, posters, magnetic signs, banners, and everything in between. Come visit Perry and Susan at the Printery in Albany, where they have your printing covered. Call the Printery today at 660-726-5234. That's 660-726-5234 for fair and honest pricing, because to us, you're family.
Trying to sell your old car? Looking for some much-needed help on the farm? Wanting to grow your customer base? The New Shopper in Albany prints 9,000 copies each week that are delivered to every Gentry and Worth County deliverable addresses and the surrounding area free of charge. Give Perry and Susan a call at 660-726-5234 at the New Shopper in Albany to have your ad sent directly to your customers.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start fourth quarter action here from Albany. It's a 68-0 Warrior lead. A 2nd and 3 upcoming from the Pattonsburg 10-yard line. Klein in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap in motion. Darenfeld looking center of the field, and it's going to be incomplete as knocked away from Zane Reed trying to get the ball into the hands of the senior Ian Campbell. But I take that back. It's going to be tipped into the hands of Campbell. I did not see the tip.
Well, I thought he tipped it down too, but then I saw the referee signal of a touchdown. It looked like he tipped it, but he didn't, I guess.
So Ian Campbell comes away with the touchdown catch after it was tipped off the hands of Zane Reed. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your own United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. And this one for the end zone is going to be caught. Porter Davis for the 2-point conversion. 76-0 is the Albany lead. Here to start out this fourth quarter of play, 11-10 still left to play, and we'll be back after this quick timeout here on Albany TV.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. 76-0. Albany leads 11-10 left to play here in this fourth quarter of play. And Brett, that last touchdown catch for the Warriors kind of shows the misfortune that Pattonsburg's had tonight.
Yeah, nothing's really gone their way, and that really just put the exclamation point on it right there. He tipped the ball right down into his hands. So.
And this time going to return it as Langford as it bounced. He caught it at the 1-yard line. He'll bring it out to the 20. And that's their best starting position here, at least in this half. And all the way back, I believe, until the first quarter when they started on their own 19-yard line. So, again, their best starting field position here of the night.
Yeah, and we sound like a broken record, but that really does give you an advantage when you make them have to go 65 yards to get to the end zone. It really does give you an advantage if you have a kicker that can get a touchback basically every time like Xavier can.
Coyne in motion. Reed on the option, flips it out to Coyne. And he is going to be taken down after picking up about 3 yards on the play. Brings up now a 2nd and 7. As Porter Davis there in on the stop that time for the Warriors. They're giving an update here. At the end of 3 quarters, Mound City holds a 20-12 lead over Rockport. Another update for you. 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Worth County 48-8 lead over Stanberry. Looking like Worth County is going to come away with a GRC title in 8-man football. As that time, Coyne again going to take the carry. This time will lose about a yard on the play. And it will bring up a 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 upcoming here for the Panthers. 8.5 left to play in the ball game. Reed looking to pass. Again, here comes pressure. Rolling out. And Kyle Burke, the defensive back, slipped in coverage. Breaking free was Brody Langford, but the pass is going to be incomplete, thrown short. And it'll bring up now a 4th and 8 here for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was Pattonsburg's best opportunity to score to this point, but Reed had to make a tough throw across his body and just couldn't quite get it to his man.
And now Reed set to kick the punt away, and it will bounce into Albany territory and roll dead at the Albany 21-yard line. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today, 660-726-3396. So after the punt, Albany will start out with the football on their own 21-yard line. And, Brett, that is going to signal the end of the night for the offensive starters as the second string for Albany gets ready to come in here as time continues to tick away at 7:13 left to play here in the ball game.
Yep, Albany second string going to get a few minutes of some run, and Albany did a great job, going to secure the win tonight. So just a great job all around for them.
Cody Peary will snap the football. Seth Miller and Garrett Clare on his signs. And a quarterback, Chase Klein. He'll hand this one off, and rushing forward and picking up 12 yards on the play is going to be the sophomore Quentin Herkman. As Landon Preston there on the stop that time for the Panthers. And that is going to be another Albany Warrior Schultz first down. Remember, fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany. Take a look and see who the other Warriors out on the field are as well. Cole Emerson will line up wide to the left. Again, Herkman just behind his quarterback, Chase Klein. And again, Herkman will get the handoff. He'll carry a couple of defenders as he brings it out just shy of midfield down to the 30-70-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on the play, brings up a 2nd and 6. Also out on the field is Alex Wilson at the tight end position. We'll try and find out who also is out on the field. Jody King out as well for the Warriors, as he'll be just to the right of his quarterback, Chase Klein. Klein takes the snap on the option. Keeps it himself. He's across midfield. He's across the 30. has a blocker as he gets across the 20, trying to cut it back inside. He'll be knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. As Locker pushes him out down into the Pattonsburg 13-yard line. A 30-yard run that time by the freshman quarterback in Chase Klein. Underneath 5 minutes, Warriors lead 76-0. Klein hands this one off. Quentin Herkman rushes forward. He'll be taken down just shy of the 5-yard line, down at the 7. As Zane Reed there in on the tackle that time for the Panthers. A 6-yard pickup there by Herkman gives up a 2nd and 4 here for the Warriors. Klein brings in the play with 4.5 left to play here in the ball game. 76-0, Warriors with the lead. Getting set to snap the football is the junior Cody Peary. He'll snap it to Klein. Again, the handoff goes to Herkman, carries a defender, reaches for the end zone. A penalty flag, though, flies late. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. And there's going to be a hold here against the Warriors. So the hold occurred at the 5-yard line. Push them back to the 15. Remember, they'll be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Contact American Family Insurance Agent David Smith today, 660-726-3536. So the Warriors' next snap will come from their own 15-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 12. 4 minutes left to play here in the ball game. 76-0, Warriors with the lead. Emerson again lines up wide to the left. Herkman behind his quarterback, Klein. King to his left. Handoff again to Herkman. And no, keeping it is Chase Klein as he rushes into the end zone for a Warrior touchdown. 82-0, Warriors with the lead. So from 15 yards away, Chase Klein makes his way into the end zone. And remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion still upcoming here for the Warriors. 3:26 left to play. Herkman fell down on the play, got up and was able to pick up a key block. Throw to the end zone. Alex Wilson brings it in. A penalty flag, though, down, but it is going to be a roughing the passer call. 2-point conversion, good. 84-0. Warriors with the lead. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where it is an 84-0 Warrior lead here week number 9 of the football season over Pattonsburg. 3:03 still left to play here in the fourth quarter. Stanbury gets another touchdown, but they trail 54-16 with 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. East Atchison recovers an onside kick with 1:06 left to go. And they they trail Platte Valley 28-20. They trail by 2 to Platte Valley. So Platte Valley looking like a big win over East Atchison. As that one kicked off from the 35-yard line of Pattonsburg goes into the end zone for a touchback.
I was kind of hoping he'd kick that one through the uprights.
I said you heard a collective groan from the crowd as the rest of the crowd was wishing for the same thing as well on that. So from the 35-yard line, that's a definite shot for him to kick that one through the uprights.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, looking to keep it himself this time, Zane Reed here against the second-string Warrior defense. Stays on his feet, gets out to the 30-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. As Ian Campbell there on the stop that time for the Warriors. Sorry, still the starting defense out here for the Warriors. And it's a 15-yard pickup for a first down that time by the quarterback, Zane Reed. So both team starters out here with 2.5 left to play in the ball game. Reed again will take it to the outside. And this time will be knocked out of bounds just shy of the first down yard marker. A gain of 9 on the play. As Cole Emerson and Quincy Stamper there on the stop. Actually, they're going to mark him out a little bit shy of the first down yard marker. Be about a 2nd and 3 here after the 7-yard pickup. Looking to pass, gets this one completed to Langford. He's going to get knocked from behind. As there on the stop, it was Quincy Stamper, but it is going to be enough for a first down after the 5-yard pickup. Another first down here for the Pattonsburg Panthers here. Sorry, got a little tongue-tied. 1:35 still left to play in the ball game. Reed again looking to pass. Here again comes pressure from the Warriors. And catching it on his knees at the 30-yard line is Landon Preston. As Emerson again there in on the stop. Brings up a 2nd and 2. Pattonsburg has their best drive of the night going here so far. 1:10 left to play in the fourth. Takes the snap from the Albany 30-yard line. Here comes Reed again looking to pass. Again, pressure from the Warriors. Again, Reed has to run away. And he will just waltz out of bounds at the Albany 37-yard line as he was pushed out of bounds by Truman Runnels for another Albany Hy-Vee sack. Make sure you fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your Albany Hy-Vee. So this will push them back, and it'll end up being about a 3rd and 16. With 30 seconds left, Reed again looking to pass. Looking deep for Langford. And it'll fall incomplete. Nate Doolittle there in coverage as time continues to tick away with 20 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Pattonsburg has a shot for maybe just one more play if they wish to try. And they do. 9 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5. The snap here to Reed. Again, pressure from the Warriors and Truman Runnels. Reed looking to pass. Falls incomplete. Warriors with the victory. 84-0 tonight over Pattonsburg. We're back with your BTC Bank postgame and your Papa's Player of the Game when we come back in just a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Remember, your postgame tonight brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. And tonight the Warriors come away with a big 84-0 victory tonight over Pattonsburg again, and they do their part in ensuring that they have a chance to at least host a district game next week. It all depends on what can happen up in Rockport. But at last check, they were just getting ready to start the fourth quarter, and it was Rockport that trailed Mound City by a score of 20-12. And Brett, this game really was offensive linemen, defensive linemen for the Warriors really taking it at Pattonsburg as, again, in the first half, Warriors 285 yards rushing versus Pattonsburg's negative 8, sorry. They didn't even have positive yardage on the ground in that first half. It really was the Warrior defensive linemen constantly in the backfield making Zane Reed run all over the field, and then the Warriors' offensive line just opening up holes tonight for the Warrior running backs.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball, the Albany, both lines, they dominated. That's just all you can say. And that is really good to see because in past games, that's been, along with the defense, the biggest question mark is this O-line and the D-line. They just can't get pressure. They're not blocking that well. So that's really good to see going into districts. And like Pattonsburg isn't one of the top tier teams in 8-man, but this was really good to see. Like I said, this at halftime, this was Albany's most complete game they played all year.
Yes, and again, in an 84-0 victory, as we get ready to announce our Papa's Player of the Game, in an 84-0 victory, we have a handful of choices that we could give it to. But tonight we're going to do the first thing that we have ever done here on Albany TV. Tonight's Papa's Player of the Game, sponsored by Papa's Family Restaurant. Papa's Family Restaurant, your home for a delicious meal with a great price and an even better atmosphere. We've given it away to one player. We've not given it to any. We've given it to 2 players before. Tonight is the first time we give it to 3 players, our Papa's Player of the Game, and it is the offense and defensive linemen tonight, the starters for the Warriors. It goes to Sam Miller, Truman Runnels, Kirby Stevens. All 3 of them played a heck of a game offensively, defensively tonight for the Warriors. They are tonight's Papa's Player of the Game.
Yeah, the running backs, Quincy Stamper, Xavier Darenfeld, and Jody King, they did a good job running, but it's not possible without that O-line and D-line, or the O-line and then the D-line generating pressure to get stops. And they don't always get shown love, so they're going to get shown a little bit of love tonight for their efforts.
And you talked about Stamper, you talked about Darenfeld. They also did a really good job, defensive line. Garrett Clare as well, constantly putting pressure on Zane Reed. But again, it was the work that those 3 did not only on defensive side but also on the offensive side that earns them tonight's Papa's Player of the Games. So again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, agents Tony Nelson in Bethany and Tammy Wynn Siddons of Albany. Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Schultz Convenience Store of Albany. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential of Albany. Mosaic Medical Center Albany. Northwest Cell. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany and Stamper Hauling of Albany. The City of Albany and the Albany Booster Club. The Albany and Pattonsburg School Districts. Printer News Shopper located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. So again, the Warriors do their part to earn themselves a home game next week. But again, it all depends what happens tonight up in Rockport in a matchup between Mound City and Rockport. Again, at last check, Mound City held an 8-point lead. If that were to stay that way, it would be Albany that would go on the road, and they would take on a familiar foe in North Andrew at Rosendale next week Friday. As soon as we have those results of what happens tonight, we will have those uploaded on Albany TV. We will also, as soon as we find out where the Warriors will be playing, we will announce that tomorrow for you on Albany TV as well. Make sure you also check out Missouri 8-Man Football on Facebook. They'll be covering what happens and shakes out through district play coming up as well. So again, for myself, Jared Rolvis, Brett Williams, so long and good night tonight here from Albany.